Hi, my name is Phil Collins, I'm a hypnotherapist, and what I'd like to do in this short video is just talk about what hypnotherapy is, because many people believe that hypnotherapy is what they see on stage, where people are running around like headless chickens. So I want to take away that sort of myth that people it is, because I know there's lots of people out there that I can help, but they'll never come to see me because they're frightened. They're frightened I'm going to click my fingers, they're frightened I'm going to get the watch out, they're frightened I'm going to get into their heads and find out the deepest, darkest secrets. All hypnosis, even stage hypnosis, all it is a relaxed state of mind. So if that's awake, that's asleep, you're going to be somewhere in between. So you won't be awake, but you will not be asleep. So why do I need people to be in what we call a trance-like state? If you consider this hand as our conscious mind, I equate that to being like an Alsatian guard dog. At this moment in time, your Alsatian guard dog's doing its job. It will not let me anywhere near your subconscious mind. So by doing this, by putting you into what we call a trance, in effect all we're doing is putting the Alsatian guard dog to sleep so I can get to and work with your subconscious mind. The reason why somebody can't be made to do anything under hypnosis that they wouldn't naturally do is this. Alsatian guard dog, we can put to sleep. What you have here in your subconscious mind, watching me at all times, it will never go to sleep and its job is to watch me at all times, is a Rottweiler. If I was to try and make you do anything in this room that you didn't want to do, then what would happen is your Rottweiler would say to you, open your eyes, get out of this room and go and tell the world he's not trustworthy. And that's how it should be. So you can't be meant to do anything under hypnosis that you wouldn't naturally do. And I think a lot of people do worry about that the hypnotist is going to do these things, they're going to find out the secrets and make them do things that they don't really want to do. But that can't happen under hypnosis. But I need to be in your subconscious mind. And the way I describe the subconscious mind, it's like a big powerful computer. And inside a big powerful computer, you've got lots of programs to make them work. Inside your mind, you'll have lots of programs that work perfectly fine, but you'll have one program, whether it's for anxiety, stop smoking, weight loss, whatever you come to see me for, one program that's gone wrong. What I want to do under hypnosis is reprogram that part of your mind in order to help you overcome the problem that you've come to see me for. So let's very briefly talk about how it's going to feel. If you're a driver and you've ever driven from A to B and got there without realizing you've just gone through a village or something like that, that is a state of hypnosis. So you must probably be in a trance-like state many times. So even though you're driving perfectly safely, you're aware of all the traffic, you can't remember going through the last village or something like that. That's how it's going to feel. So when you're with me or with any hypnotherapist, you will be aware of anything that's going on around. So anything that happens outside, what I do in my clinic is I have music playing behind you. You'll be aware of that. Anything that happens outside of this door behind us here, then you'll be aware of that. In fact, it will feel as if you've got your eyes closed and nothing else. However, I will know very soon into the session whether you've gone into hypnosis. At the end of the session, you will know you've been hypnotized. I will never ever, whilst you're with me, click my fingers, I'll never get the watch out, I'll never make you do anything that you wouldn't naturally want to do. But at the end of the session, the first sessions, you will know that you've been hypnotized. 20% of the population can be hypnotized very easily. There are a small number of people who can't be hypnotized, in my opinion. Some hypnotherapists say everybody can be, but in my opinion, a small number. There's 3 legitimate reasons why somebody can't be hypnotized, and there's a 4th reason. And I'm going to start with the 4th. If you do not want to be hypnotized, then you cannot be hypnotized. So you have to want to be hypnotized before you can be hypnotized. So what I say to my clients is, let's throw that out the door as well, because hopefully you haven't come here to prove me wrong. So let's look at the 3 legitimate reasons why somebody can't be hypnotized. The first is if you can't use your imagination, then you can't be hypnotized, because I'm going to say to you, close your eyes, imagine what I get you to imagine. You need to be able to do that. The second reason people can't be hypnotized is if they can't concentrate for long enough. When I do any hypnosis part of a session, it will last generally about 20 to 30 minutes. I very rarely need more than 30 minutes to do the hypnosis part of a session. Average concentration spans about 45 minutes, that's why school lessons are in 45-minute blocks. So the vast majority of the population should be able to concentrate for about 20 to 30 minutes. And the third reason people can't be hypnotized if they're not intelligent enough. However, we're normally talking about learning difficulties there. So the more severe learning difficulty, the more difficult it is to hypnotize somebody. So as long as you're not one of the 5%, and if you happen to be one of the 5%, there's nothing wrong with you, it's just a fact of life. As long as you're not, then there's no reason why I couldn't hypnotize you. Some people worry about losing control. They're really frightened of losing control. My answer to them is that they are in 100% control all of the times. When you're working with me, you'll be in a really comfortable chair, your feet up, slightly laid back. I don't have a mallet under the chair I'm going to hit you on the head with when you close your eyes. So all I can do is talk. If all I can do is talk, you have to listen to what I'm saying and then take on board the words I'm using and put yourself into a trance. All hypnosis, even stage hypnosis, all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. You are in control 100% of the time. And finally, some people worry about being left in a trance because they've seen it on stage. The hypnotist has finished his show, but just before he leaves, he's said, when you hear the next piece of music or the piece of music that he jumped up and down with, you'll suddenly jump up and down. The hypnotist leaves, somebody plays that piece of music, and this person jumps up and down. That is stage stuff. It's not what's going to happen in my clinic. If I was to get you to put yourself into a deep state of relaxation and then walk out the door and never come back, you'll realize I'm not there after a few moments. You'll open your eyes, you'll be perfectly back to normal, and you'll think, well, I might as well go home, and off you go, and you'll be able to drive and everything like that. Perfectly normal. So now I've explained what hypnosis is and isn't, because I'm not a stage hypnotist, so I'm never going to click my fingers, I'm never going to make you do silly daft things. If you have an issue you'd like to work on with me, then please contact me either through my website or the phone number given below. Thanks for watching. Bye.